laugh. Hey everybody, welcome to Lesser Saints of Discord. It's another episode. It's episode 98. Yeah. Addie helped last night. It was cool.
Hey!
Addie did something.
Yeah,
We're still not sure
your
what.
one and only pre-show. Yeah, we're your one and only pre-show to Late Night Saints. Every Friday, 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
What if we're not though? What if there's like another like obscure one that's got like 4 viewers?
There was. She's dead now.
Oh no. I was doing a meme. Then it got oh no.
We killed her channel and then never mind.
That's gone too far, Jables.
Yep. No.
Oh no.
R.I.P. and pepperonis.
Guarantee you people are gonna say, too soon, man. Too soon.
Oof.
Mickey's here.
Hey, fucking finally, someone who isn't us. Hi, Mickey.
Yeah. Well, I when it comes to too soon, I'd take the Anthony Jeselnik route. The only time it's too soon is 5 minutes before it happens.
Yeah, we know you do, but we're pretty sure some of the people who would actually be joining this do not agree.
Yeah.
Are we talking about our friend that we recently lost, or?
That depends. A lot of people died in December.
Well, I think you guys know the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, we're not going to use names.
Yeah.
Off to a great start. I'm in a really good mood now. Yay!
Yeah.
All right. So, Rimshee, say some stupid shit about the server that no one cares about.
Addie's not there.
I'm there. I just don't ever fucking.
All right, so we had the we had our mod meeting after the non-existent town hall that no one shows up to. And oh fuck. So some of the channels got culled. Oops, not what I wanted to do. Some of the channels got culled. Some of the channel, most of the Saints Live channel is now hidden. I think the only one still active is show announcements. Yeah, that's most of what happened. Also, we're testing some different music bots to see what will actually work, because fucking Rhythm, I hate Rhythm personally. It pisses me off. And Dino is having plenty of issues with itself, so there's that. That's pretty much all there is for the server.
Rhythm is a decent stand-in, but it's a shit bot.
It's a shit bot. I don't like it as a music bot because you have to unless you pay for premium, you have to turn the music. You have to turn the volume in Discord way the fuck down. Like it literally has. I have it at I think like 5%.
Oh, I've always had Zebra at like 5%.
Yeah, but we could adjust it so that it's at what sounds good for everyone. Whereas if you've got Rhythm, it's at 100% all the time. There's nothing you can do to change that on the server scale.
Yeah. But I mean, let's get real. People constantly change the volume on Zebra, and everybody else had to adjust accordingly or change it back because somebody doesn't know how to use the little sound slider when there's a bot playing.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, fun fact, everybody, if you right-click on somebody, there's a little sound slider, and you can adjust volumes.
I did not know that. Fascinating.
Yes.
That's important to know, apparently.
Actually, I did. But
it's been a nitpick of mine for like 2 years.
Yeah. Oh my god, this guy's too loud. This person's too low. Oh my god, just fucking right click on their name. It's a little slidey thing. Problem solved.
Sometimes it's still too quiet, but I mean, I put Ryder at 200% on his server the other night because he was just way too quiet, and it made a difference, but it wasn't enough of one. But it does help.
Hey man, if it's too loud, you're too old.
Well, that's why I also recommend everybody set their mic settings so output volume is pretty high, because people can turn you down a lot easier than turning you up.
Yeah, baby.
I'm pretty good at turning people down.
In
fact, it's one of my favorite things to do.
I'm not so sure about that. All right, so shall we move on to some news?
By the way, we're also joined by Scupper tonight.
Yay!
Hey, Scup.
Good evening. Good evening. How's everybody doing?
I'm gay as usual.
Yeah.
So's he, as far as I know.
Sweet.
Rimshee's the only straight person here.
Yeah. I find that to be the case in like.
And that's what we call diversity.
I find that to be the case in like all of the Discords I'm in, except for one of them. Like my radio control car group, I'm the only LGBT person. The 5 other Discords I'm in, there's like maybe 2 straight people. What's up with that?
I just say I'm straight. I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah. I'm not calling anybody out.
Taken.
There's nothing
That's
wrong
all
with
that matters.
Straight.
Yeah, I'm taken. That is what matters. Though whether or not I'm straight is no longer relevant.
Yeah. Two of the other 5 servers I'm in have like 300 plus members in them. How the fuck is it that so few of them are openly heterosexual? It's so confusing when you think about how.
It's because the internet's super gay, dude.
I mean, I guess, but I'm just curious as to what is it that lots of people like. I'm trying to compare like the sample size of like the U.S. Census to a server full of 300 people, but it's just funny when you think about what's the statistic? We're like 3% of the world's population or whatever, or some shit like that, or is it less than that?
It's more than that because people are more willing to be open. That's just what we know of. And when it comes to that, like there's a lot of LGBT people that go to the internet because that's where they can talk to people about the issues that they're having before they come out anywhere. And so that's why there's a lot of gay people on the internet.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Thank you for straight explaining that.
Yeah, it's just simple math, man.
So, in that case, shall we talk about some cosmic bangs?
Cosmic bangs.
Yeah, it's banging the cosmos.
All right. That was a horrible transition, but let's just do this shit.
Not gonna lie, I hated it.
So did I, but we all have to reduce our standards.
That was last night. You start from square one every day. Let's do it.
All right. On upcoming Impact with a Megellanic clouds. With the Megellanic clouds is already causing star formation in the Milky Way. For some time, God damn, I can't read today. Astronomers. What?
What are you, me?
No, I'm a crayon eater, motherfucker. For some time, astronomers have known that collisions or mergers between galaxies are an integral part of cosmic evolution. In addition to causing galaxies to grow, these mergers also trigger new rounds of star formation as fresh gas and dust are injected into the galaxy. In the future, astronomers estimate that the Milky Way galaxy will merge with the Andromeda galaxy, as well as the small and large Magellanic clouds in the meantime. According to new results obtained by researchers in the Flatiron Institute's Center for Computational Astrophysics in New York City, the results of our eventual merger with the clouds is already being felt. According to the results presented at the 235th meeting of American Astronomical Society this week. Stars forming in the outskirts of our galaxy could be the result of these dwarf galaxies merging with our own. Well, that's kind of cool.
Wait, no, I remember this from Marvel Comics. It's when the universes overlap, people get erased. I don't like this.
Yeah, the other thing is,
Stop
like,
it.
the Flatiron Institute seems like people who make steaks.
Mm.
You're not
Man, I
wrong.
could go for a good steak. I had a nice ribeye last weekend. Maybe I'll do that again this weekend.
I had tri-tip on Tuesday. Anyway.
I had McDonald's earlier. Are you done rubbing it in?
I thought you had dick.
I thought you had tube steak, Addie.
I don't have access to my tube steaks further west.
Oh. In the course of the presentation, which took place on Wednesday, January 8th, in Honolulu, the research team explained that data from the ESA Gaia Observatory revealed the existence of a young stellar cluster in the outskirts of the Milky Way's halo. This cluster has been designated Price Whalen 1 in honor of the team's leader, Adrian M. Price Whelan, a research fellow with the CCA.
Yeah, Price Whalen.
This is a long article, Jables. I think we've learned that
most of our science, universes are colliding, we're all gonna fucking die.
Not universes, galaxies are colliding.
Galaxies are colliding, we're all gonna fucking die.
I wish Black Science Man was here to condescend to me about how we're misunderstanding it.
Oh, man. I love Black Science Man. I haven't listened to him in a while.
I used to like him, but then he said a bunch of shit about a natural disaster and he pissed me off.
What natural disaster?
Wait, was it? What the fuck was it that he said that was like some like horrible shit? Like he
shit. Mickey gave Skull a tier 1 sub.
Hey!
Yeah, thanks, Mickey.
Mickey, guess what? I like you more than Jables.
Oh.
Shocker.
You're funnier than Jables.
She's pretty likable.
Yeah.
Who don't you like better than Jables?
What horrible...
Me, sorry. I should have thought that one through.
Yeah. Addie, what horrible shit did he say? Because, like, I listen to the Legion of Skanks podcast, so my level of horrible shit is pretty fucking high.
It was the shit that he said, like, I don't normally get, like, truly offended by shit very often. Like, I get mad about stuff. We all get mad about stuff. But, like, I mean, like, getting, like, incensed, where you're like, if I saw this dude on the street, I might throw hands at him. He's so, like, about huffing, like, there's entire meme videos on YouTube about this dude huffing his own fucking farts.
It was are you talking about that tweet when he started pointing out like all these other statistics?
Yes, because literally, like within 24 hours of one of the worst mass shootings in America, fucking the dude's like, yeah, it sucks, but think about how many people die in this or from this, or it's like. Not right now, dude. People are still finding out that their loved ones are dead. Can you?
Yeah, while it's an accurate statement,
Yeah.
It's one of those things where
Bad
it's
taste.
just like
Yeah.
not the right time. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's the same mentality that some people have in order to push their own ideologies. Oh, never let a good tragedy go to waste. But still,
It's okay.
Yeah.
So like,
Well, I know a shit ton of comedians that have a bunch of mass shooting jokes, but they happen so often that they can never tell them because it's not the right time to separate from the tragedy.
yeah, because if you make a mass shooting joke, it doesn't matter that you're referencing one that happened 15 years ago. One just
There's one
happened
that
last
happened
week.
yesterday.
Yeah, one's probably happening during your set for all you fucking know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a little bit more than a social faux pas, like
Yeah, it's. I'm one of those
well,
people.
actually,
that
talking about social faux pas, we should probably move on to the next article.
Well, hold on. I got
Hold
some
on.
shit to say.
This
Oh.
one's good. You'll have things to say about this one too.
That's okay. Can personal point of privilege. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, God damn it! Get the fuck out.
You're the one that told me what that means. So anyway, no, it's like we were just talking before about like how soon is too soon and stuff like that. It's like I don't really think it's weird. There's a gray area. Like I like people like iDubbbz, but I don't 100% agree with him when he makes the statement it's all okay or none of it's okay.
I
Like
would disagree
nothing.
with you on that.
Well, hold. Can you let me get a fucking thought out before you shoot me down?
That's before. Okay.
All right. So I believe nothing is off limits. I don't like that the N word is more offensive than calling an Asian person the CH word. You know, I know we're on Twitch. I'm not trying to get us banned or whatever, so I'm going to self censor. I don't like that
I'm
one
not gonna pull a
person.
Shane Gillis.
Yeah, I don't like that one group's slur is more offensive than another group's slur. So I agree with iDubbbz that either it's all okay or none of it's okay. I'm not saying that we shouldn't push people not to say offensive things. I'm just saying like have some consistency, you know? Like what does that say about you as a person if you're like, "Oh, we can make fun of Asian people, but if you make fun of black people, that's racist." You know? And like lots of people are getting called out for making like Asian jokes nowadays. But at the same time, if you make like a ching chong joke, you know, that usually slides under people's radar when you're out in public. Like people might give you a weird look or whatever. You drop the N bomb in public, you're probably going to catch a beating. And I think I'm not going to sit here and lecture people that they shouldn't be offended by a word. That's the way I feel, but I understand that everyone doesn't feel the same way about shit that I do. And I'm not black. I'm not Asian. I don't have that experience of being attacked for that.
Yeah.
I do have the experience.
Well,
I do have the experience of being called the F word a lot, and I became so numb to it that I don't care anymore. But there are many, many, many young LGBT people who are just finding themselves, and it's a very sensitive topic for them. And in the past years, I have been working to like curb my use of that word in a public space. I'll still let it fly like crazy when I'm around company that I know it's okay with. But like so
the F word that ends with a T. Fuck you.
the one that the one that
I would openly use
second half of Skull Maggot's name. Maggot, but with an F instead of an M. But it's like
what? Oh, wait. What you're saying is there's a time and a place.
exactly.
Yeah. I say the N word to my black friend all the time. He doesn't give a shit. He thinks it's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm a New Yorker. I'm a New Yorker, that uses humor to deal with insanely like powerful emotional situations. So if something incredibly overwhelming happens, like what happened on September 11th of 2001, like I couldn't wait for the 9/11 jokes to start. I couldn't because
Thanks, Larry.
that was such an insane, weird
Hey.
situation that I couldn't wrap my head around. It didn't feel like it was real. So immediately, because of the way my brain works, I was like, someone's got to stop. You know, like someone's got to start dropping memes on this. Like this is, you know. But I understand how like other New Yorkers and the rest of the world, you know, wouldn't appreciate me making jokes while the other plane hadn't hit the tower yet. You know. So that's what upset me about Neil deGrasse Tyson. It's like, and to me, it seemed more like a chance for him to blow more smoke up his own ass. You know, like it was so thoughtless of him to just be like, dude, you know what you're doing. You're not a dumb person. All right, we know you're not dumb.
No. Let's stop there. He's a smart dude, but his social intelligence is way off.
Exactly. He's one of those people like nerds get egos too. You know, like you don't just have to be like a big buff dude that just like slays plus 24/7 to have a big ego. You know, if you got that fucking like big brain, that's a lot of times I find that more obnoxious. But I think that's kind of what happened. I think he just. I'm not making any excuses for him, especially because of the fact that like his apology was more like it wasn't an apology. It was more like that stereotypical "I'm sorry you didn't understand what I meant." It's like,
yeah,
I'm stuck on this topic. I don't know. I'm sorry. That's a fucking tangent. But yeah, no, he really pissed me off with that. Like that's an example.
Long story short, there's a time and a place for things. And
yeah, that's an example where that's an example where I give credence to the idea that there is a such thing as too soon. You know, and
I think it depends on what you do.
Well, too soon to make a public post like that. If you're hanging out with your friends in your living room,
I wasn't too. Yeah, doing things publicly. Yeah, there definitely is a too soon.
Mm-hmm.
But joking around with you guys, definitely never too soon.
Like if we had like a bigger audience, and like people knew who we were outside of our like nice little social circle we have, you know, like if we got like like 1,000 views every fucking stream or whatever, then we'd have to like rethink things. But
maybe not because they'd already be knowing what they were going to be getting into.
Yeah, so I made a conscious decision to be willing to be like an edgy boy on the internet and say some offensive things and those sort of things. I made a conscious effort to do that because if anything does happen with this show or with a social media presence I have, people will just be like, "Oh no, he's always been like that. It's fine. It's whatever."
Yeah. No, I don't. I don't pull any punches on the internet because I don't want anyone to get this. Like you see all these people like dig up like old tweets from people's past and shit. And they're like, look how fake they are. They say they're woke, but they're like whatever. It's like I don't want anyone to get the fucking impression that like I care what you think. Oh, I'm being fucking edgy now. Hold on. Like I don't care what you think. I don't care if you want to shut me down. Like you do whatever you want because people on the internet take shit way too fucking seriously, and they're in such a hurry to like end someone's whole career or life over something that made them upset for 30 seconds on the internet.
They'll take it too
And then-
seriously or not seriously enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, I listen to Legion of Skanks podcast. It is not unusual for them to get a bunch of Jews to do a white power chant, and I think it's hilarious.
Well, on that note, how about our next?
Yeah.
Let's talk about
our
Mormons.
Next, wonderful article.
Yeah.
Anybody
Yeah,
want me to read one?
the next wonderful article. If that's the case, who wants to take it?
I'll take it.
Oh yeah, go for it.
I bet you say that every night, Scupper.
Actually, I can't speak to that right now. But if you'd like to have a conversation outside of this venue, I'd be happy to talk on that.
Oh no.
Thanks,
The
Rimshee.
wife of an Oregon sicko convicted of molesting the couple's daughter is suing the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints because Mormon officials reported this confession to authorities. The $9.5 million lawsuit filed Friday in Marion County Circuit Court claims Timothy Samuel Johnson and his wife Christine Johnson belonged to a congregation of the Mormon Church in Staten, when she learned her husband had engaged in inappropriate contact with a minor known to him, the Salem Statesman Journal reports. The couple then followed the church doctrine by having Timothy Johnson confess. Confess, you heathen, confess! In an attempt to repent for his sins, but leaders failed to tell him that they would later report his actions to local law enforcement, the filing claims. The confession, according to the couple's attorney, Bill Brandt, was meant to be confidential, but church officials totally violated their own policies. The Mormon Church violating their own policies? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I shouldn't provide my own opinion.
Oh, you absolutely can.
You
That's what this
absolutely
show's
can.
about.
So this lady's suing the Mormon Church because the Mormon Church finally reported somebody.
Yeah, I know. That's the awkwardness here that I'm experiencing. I'm like, wait a minute. I think like I need my bullshit button.
Yeah, it really fucking sucks
Yeah.
when you find out the hard way that there's no honor among people. Oh man, how hard that must be.
There's no honor among saints.
New saints. Wow.
There's no honor amongst Latter-day Saints.
What about lesser saints?
Define honor.
Well, we'll discuss that later.
I think the best way to answer that one is define honor.
Yeah.
It's been devastating on the family, Brandt told the newspaper. They lost a husband and a father. Timothy Johnson, 47, was arrested in 2017 and was sentenced to 15 years in prison after pleading guilty to 4 counts of second-degree sexual abuse. He remains he remains incarcerated in a prison in Pendleton, the Oregonian report. The lawsuit lists all 4 of the couple's children as plaintiffs, claiming the church's actions have deprived them of Timothy Johnson's companionship, society, love, and affection, and financial support.
Wait, Dave.
Okay. I am normally totally for people suing churches for wrongdoings to their families. However, this is a very different situation that I never thought I would see.
Yeah, this is like the tip of the iceberg exposed. You know,
this sounds like a satire article.
It does. It sounds like satire, and yet the fact that it's true makes me want to applaud the Mormon Church.
I don't know if I can do that.
I can't, but it makes me want to.
Like if
For
I
like
tried
a
to
split
clap my
second,
hands,
like a
it'd be
quick,
like the 2 north sides of a magnet.
Yeah. I don't know. I like some Mormons. They gave me a book once.
Yeah, they came to our door and gave the missus a book, and they haven't been back since.
What was it?
They come to my door, I just
Mormons
answer
are
the door
super
naked
nice,
with an
Larry,
axe.
but their religion's fucked up.
I just want to say something on the topic. a couple of years ago, was it my roommate or one of my other friends? Well, it doesn't matter. One of my friends was like came back from like a mission trip, right? To where the fuck did they go? They went like Africa or like or some fucking place. One of my Christian friends. They came back from a mission trip, and they were there. While they were there, they found out that there was like what they described as an alarming amount of Muslims. And in our conversation, they mentioned or they said the line, like, "Can you believe that they just let these people come into their borders and force their religion down their throats or whatever?" And I'm like, "Aren't you a missionary?" He's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, aren't you forcing your religion down their throats? No, what you do? That's not what you do, dude. That's
Well,
not
this
your
reminds
thing.
me of like a certain country and some certain individuals that were related to a certain political person and an accident that happened.
Oh no.
Yeah. I know a few former missionaries.
Hmm.
They really regret being missionaries because
Yep.
they ended up leaving religion. I'm like, shit, I convinced all those people. That sucks. Like,
Yeah.
and then they end up becoming activists to try to undo what they've done in other countries.
Yeah. To all of the no people here that are new and haven't seen the show before, we are mega biased. Just to let you know, we all
Yeah.
have our own opinions. We don't try to cover that up at all. We like
We do
like
try to
Philip.
remain
Yeah.
at least somewhat neutral on certain things, but when we know that there's no way for anyone to stay truly neutral.
I don't even
Yeah.
bother. I don't even bother. There's no such thing as an unbiased news source. I'm sorry.
Objectivity in the news has gone to hell, and
Yeah, there
let's
is
just
such thing as
move forward.
objectivity, but there's no such thing as unbiased opinion.
Yeah. I think by now it's no surprise that I think all of us that are talking right now don't really support religion. Right? Am I wrong?
Crap. A religion is like a penis. It can be fun to have one. Just don't try and shove it down my throat.
Oh crap! I didn't realize you were that vanilla.
King shamer.
Yeah.
No, he
All
wants it to
right.
glide down, not be shoved down.
One of my favorite costumes
Okay,
to wear.
so
One of my favorite costumes to
couples,
wear in Bugden.
the couple's fifth child, who was molested by Timothy Johnson over a 4-year span, beginning when she was a preteen, according to the court records, was not listed in the filing, the Oregonian reports. In response to the lawsuit, the Utah-based Mormon Church told the newspaper in a statement that protecting victims and ensuring proper reporting is one of its top priorities. Bullshit.
We don't want
The
to be
church
the
teaches
next.
that
We
No.
don't want to be the next Catholic Church.
the church teaches that leaders and members should fulfill all legal obligations to report abuse to civil authorities, church spokesman Eric Hawkins said in a statement. In some circumstances, those obligations may be governed by their professional duty and in others by their role as clergy. Utah law requires both private and public officials, including clergy members, to report suspected child abuse to police or the State Department of Human Services. The law, however, exempts clergy if they learn that alleged abuse through privileged communications. Wait, hold on.
Yep.
But Christine Johnson's attorney claims the lay clergy member who reported the abuse is also a pharmacist, making it unclear how the state's mandatory reporter law will impact the filing, the Oregonian reports. Okay. So, like, if you're a clergyman and you're talking with first off, let's just say that whoever reported this did the right thing. Without a shadow of a doubt, I believe the person that reported this did the right thing. Once again, this is my own opinion, everybody. This is just my opinion. That's all I have to say. But, it doesn't matter if he or she is a pharmacist or a psychiatrist or a freaking auto mechanic. I don't care. If you're a clergyman and a psychiatrist or a pharmacist and an auto mechanic and you hear about some kind of molestation, report that shit. Or better yet, go to the well, I'm not going to say that here, but there's other things that you can do about it too. It just depends on how much you really want to, join the fight against molestation and depravity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't be a fucking piece of shit. Also, I just want to say, I'm a 9-year-old in a 36-year-old body, and you said professional duty, and I couldn't get the image of a little like anthropomorphized poop getting ready for a job interview. Just
Yeah.
putting on a suit.
Well,
Mr. Hanky in a tie and
since we're
suit.
talking
Yeah, there you go.
since we've been talking about children getting fucked, let's
I got
do
this one.
This one. Okay.
At least 20 California children injured after an aircraft apparently dumped jet fuel on elementary school playground. Oh. At least 44 people at multiple elementary schools, including at least 20 children, were injured after an aircraft apparently dumped jet fuel before making an emergency landing at Los Angeles International Airport, officials said. The majority of the reported injuries occurred after a substance apparently landed around Park Avenue Elementary School in Coulee, a city in Los Angeles County, shortly before 12 p.m. local time. The LA County Fire Department said. At least 20 children and 11 adults received minor injuries. Hazmat units deployed to the scene tested the substance and determined that it was jet fuel. Injuries were also reported at the Los Angeles County Elementary School, 6 and San Gabriel Avenue Elementary in Southgate, California, 6 at 20 Tweedy Elementary School in Southgate, and 1 adult at Graham Elementary School in Florence Graham, according to the fire department.
I'm just glad none of the teachers or students were sneaking a smoke out back.
Jet A isn't that flammable. It's like diesel fuel.
Yeah.
I know.
But like, if you've ever I don't know if anyone in chat or anyone in this call right now has ever been a mechanic. If you've ever gotten regular gasoline from a car run down your arm and into your armpit, that's a pain you'll never forget.
Yeah, I've been doused in Jet A.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
Yeah, because gasoline, I don't know about jet fuel, but gasoline degreases the hell out of your skin and instantly dries it out. And you imagine the most irritated and dry your skin's ever been times 100.
Yeah. Jet A is pretty similar.
Yeah, I can't imagine getting this shit just dumped all over you.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
In fact, anytime someone got doused in jet fuel, while I was active duty, they would literally send them back to the barracks or send them home to take a shower and change their uniform.
Jesus fucking Christ. What a nightmare.
Anyway.
Okay, so let's keep in consideration that the Jet A was most likely aerosolized, and the injuries that were minor were most likely eye injury.
Eye and inhalation, most likely.
Yeah. So
anyway,
the pilots were like, all right, this is TWA 1629er on approach. All right, we're going to dump some jet fuel and target acquired.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all I'm really saying is that this was run by the government and chemtrails are real.
All the
There it
reported injuries were
There
minor.
it is.
All the reported injuries were minor, and no one was transported to the hospital, the LA County Fire Department said. I'm not going to read those tweets, but they've been up long enough that if you want to read them, go for it.
Only in fucking LA.
Students and staff were on the playground at the time and may have been sprayed by fuel or inhaled fumes. A Los Angeles Unified School District spokesperson said in a statement. Schools immediately called paramedics who are on the scene and are treating anyone who is complaining of skin irritation or breathing problems. So yeah, there probably was some skin contact for irritation. Some people are more susceptible to it than others, but yeah, it's the same sort of idea as your regular gasoline. It will dry you the fuck out.
You want to know what's really weird?
Huh.
So, Australia has a really big problem with Aboriginal tribes breaking into airports to huff the jet fuel.
Wait, what? Are you fucking serious?
I'm dead serious. Yeah, that's a thing that happens.
Holy shit.
Anyways, that's one of those weird facts that I have.
Wow.
That's a whole different type of Vision Quest.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
All right,
Addie, this one's definitely for you.
Yeah, that's not the end of this one, but I think we got all the important stuff. Fuck it. Yeah, this next one is definitely Addie. Hands fucking down.
Alright, hold on. I'm super professional, so I don't have it lined up. Give me a fucking...
Never expected you to.
I just posted it.
Thank you.
Jet fuel can't melt real. Jet fuel can't melt real dreams. Thank you, Nick.
Nice. Thank you, Nick. Very nice. Let's see.
You may as well load this one too. We'll let you know when it's time, but this one's not coming up for a little bit.
Alright.
Jet fuel can't help Addie find articles.
Nope.
I mean, I got it, but y'all want to shut the fuck up so I can read.
All right, go for it.
All right. Wife strangulates husband's penis with DIY chastity belt to stop him cheating.
I had to delete some of the photos.
Yeah, that's fair.
This comes to us all the way from Metro, I believe, in the UK. Anyway, no. Okay, well, apparently this happened in Ukraine. All right. Doctors fought hard to salvage the genitals of a man who was forced to wear a makeshift chastity device for being unfaithful. The cheating husband woke up in pain one morning to find his penis being strangulated by a metal nut screwed on by his wife as he slept. He tried in vain to remove it himself before calling for an ambulance, which took him to a hospital in the city of some place in southern Ukraine. But even then, the chastity nut was too tough to crack for doctors. So a specialist team of rescuers were brought in. A specialist team of rescuers. The Ukraine has a special nut trauma division. I want that to marinate with you.
Well, you want to break the nut without busting the nuts.
Jesus Christ.
It's a tricky job.
Oh my god. They used a circular saw to slice it in two, putting the patient at risk by producing sparks. Oh, the sparks were the only risk, were they?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh god. Can I just ask?
Yeah.
Why are there pictures of him with his junk hanging out if it's censored? Who did they take these pictures for? If we
In
can't see
Soviet
it anyway,
Russia, everybody needs to see pictures.
if we can't see the result of the injury anyway, because they censored it, why bother taking the pictures?
Welcome to the UK.
Yeah.
I don't know, but if you scroll down,
Oh,
there's
man.
an opinion picture that says nobody gives a toss about what you look like in the gym, and there's a picture there that I just don't ever want to see again.
Oh. Oh no. What?
Well, keep reading the
You
article.
might be seeing different stuff than us. Yeah.
I see it. I'm just saying. Maybe only gay people can see it. Let's see. Oh, speaking of that, Rimshee have no, never mind.
No, I don't have a chastity belt on. I'm not
No,
a cheating asshole.
Yet.
No, you know what? I'm gonna ask you. Rimshee, have you seen the clown that hides from people?
The clown that hides from people?
The clown that hides from gay people. Have you seen him?
No.
I
am him.
Nice save. Friction caused the metal wrapped around his organ to heat up, forcing responders to cool it down by pouring water over it. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that the Ukrainian specialist nut team has never angle grinded a giant fucking hex nut off of someone's testicles before. Jesus fucking Christ. Speaking to local media, rescue team commander... It has a commander.
I like this more and more. I'm moving to the Ukraine.
This man named Alexander Branko commands the nut. Speaking to local media, rescue team commander Alexander Branko, all that is man, said, "We received a call from doctors who asked to remove the nut." Whoa, can we be a little more specific? Which nut needs to be removed?
well, no. Keep reading. It gets better.
Why are you calling us? This is a hardware store.
This is a very sensitive operation. It's very important that we be very specific.
Why the fuck did they use a fucking circular saw anyway?
Okay,
go ahead. This is just
Addie,
absurd.
Addie, go. Because this quote gets better.
Oh, yeah. We use special equipment to do the job. Did you? Is an angle grinder special equipment? The man was laying on the surgical operating table under anesthesia while we were cutting the object off. It looks to me like they just use a fucking Harbor Freight angle grinder.
No, wait, keep going. It gets better.
Colleague Edward, whatever, added, "We often face similar incidents and are quite All right. We often face similar... Bro, the Ukraine is wild, dude. They're like, what the fuck? Holy shit. Really? No wonder they got like a specialist team. This shit apparently happens often. We often face similar incidents and are quite trained in removing rings, handcuffs, and other objects off people's bodies. In this case, we actually saved the man's penis. What? In this case, we actually saved the man's... This shit gets wilder by...
Keep going.
This shit gets wilder by the sentence. Holy shit. He will be able to become a father in the future. You know,
I don't think that's a good thing.
At least
He's in the hospital and expects his penis to be back in full working order soon.
good.
According to Ukrainian According to the Ukrainian media, the man is in his 40s considering asking for a divorce.
Considering asking for a divorce. No,
Bro.
I'm not sure,
Oh.
man, but I'm thinking about it.
This is the wildest ride I've ever been on this show.
If she
Oh
does
my
this shit
God.
3 more times, I'm definitely out of there.
Did anybody
I-
notice the typo?
I blame Chernobyl. Holy shit. Holy fuck.
Okay, that was a good laugh.
Yeah, well, we just got done with a bunch of serious articles, so.
Holy shit, dude.
Goddamn roller coasters.
Fucking Nick, by the way. Remove the nut. That's what Planned Parenthood is for.
Oh.
Oh my God. Can I read the next one, please?
Yeah.
How you, boo?
Yeah, I thought you might like this one.
Holy shit.
Right, here we go. Ladies and
Wait,
gentlemen,
which one are you looking at?
the pill.
Yes, the fart pill.
Alright, let me get my next one squared up here. Alright.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to bring you this next news article, which is pleasing me very much just reading the headline. And I'll go ahead and read it for you. With ingestible pill, you can track fart development in real time on your phone.
Finally, am I
Reveal
right?
gut gas chambers and blustery effects of diet.
Oh my god.
Scientists often hope to break ground with their research, but a group of Australian researchers would likely be happy with breaking wind. The team developed an ingestible electronic capsule to monitor gas levels in the human gut. When it's paired with a pocket-sized receiver and a mobile phone app, the pill reports tailwind conditions in real time as it passes the
Wait, time out real quick. Beth, this who wrote this article? I love it. You're great.
Oh my god.
The tailwind says, "Look out." The research is led by Kurash Kalantar-Zadeh of RMIT University and Peter Gibson of Monash University reported that their invention Monday in Nature Electronics. The authors are optimistic that the capsule's gas readings can help clear the air over the inner workings of our intricate innards and multitudes of microbes they contain, such as fume data. Oh my God. I can't even read this. I'm giggling so hard. Such fume data could clarify the conditions of each section of the gut, what microbes are up to, and which foods may cause problems in the system. Until now, collecting such data has been a challenge. Methods to bottle it involved cumbersome. Okay, hold on a second. Ouch. Okay. Methods to bottle it involved cumbersome and invasive tubing and inconvenient whole body calorimetry. Popping the electronic pill is a breeze in comparison. And early human trials have already hinted that the pill can provide new information about intestinal wind patterns and gaseous turbulence from different foods. I don't know about you guys, but I've got some turbulence going on right now.
Oh no.
Our pilot trial illustrated the significant potential role for electronics-based gas sensing capsules in understanding functional aspects of the intestine and its microbiota in health in response to dietary change, the researchers concluded. The authors are currently setting up a commercial company to further develop and test the capsules. Toot Tracker. For their pilot study, the researchers beefed up a prototype they had previously tested in pigs. The capsule is a 26 millimeter in length with a 9.8 millimeter external diameter, like a large vitamin. Its polymer shell surrounds its temperatures from temperature, CO2, hydrogen sulfide, and oxygen, as well as a button-sized silver oxide battery and a transmission system. One end of the capsule contains a gas-permeable membrane that allows for fast diffusion of gut gases. And there's a little diagram, and it says reed switch, wireless transmitter, gas impermeable shell, gas sensor, temperature sensor,
You can
antennas,
skip
and
the
batteries.
image.
Okay. Yeah. In the trial published Monday, researchers tested the capsule in 6 healthy people. For the first, researchers monitored the pill's intestinal tract using an ultrasound and linked locations with gas profiles. Overall, it took 20 hours to get from one end to the other, spending about 4.5 hours in the stomach, 2.5 hours in the small intestine, and 13 hours cruising through the colon. I don't know about you guys, but I like cruising through colons. In that time, the pill took continuous gas measurements, revealing potentially useful information in addition to gut position. For instance, CO2 and H2 levels peaked in the early hours of its time in the colon, while the a little bit of hydrogen sulfide.
I peaked in the colon before you know what I'm talking about.
That's not hydrogen sulfide, that's H2S. Forgive me, my chemistry is off. Levels crashed throughout the stretch of the trip. That jibes with the horde of anaerobic bacteria. Those live without oxygen that inhabit the colon. There they ferment undigested food bits into short-chain fatty acids that play significant roles in our health and metabolism.
Okay, real quick. You can tell Beth had a lot of fun writing this article.
Yeah, like honestly,
I love her for it.
Yeah, I am feeling that Gordon Ramsay meme. Right? Finally, some good fucking food. Like we have so many either poorly or robotically written fucking show. Beth,
we applaud you. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Good job.
Beautiful.
You're fantastic.
Masterfully done.
I'm gonna follow her on Twitter now.
I'm not going that far. I'm just saying thanks for not writing a shitty article.
Yeah.
Okay, so in a nutshell here, in the next human trial, the researchers had one person go up the pill twice. The first time he ate a very high fiber diet, 50 grams per day, for 2 days prior to swallowing the pill. 2 weeks later, he gulped another pill after eating a low fiber diet, 15 grams per day, for 2 days. In the high fiber diet, the man passed the pill in about 23 hours, but he was not happy about it. The super dose of fiber caused abdominal pain, and in its 4 hours in the colon, the pill recorded elevated levels of O2, which could mess up anaerobes. Indeed, an analysis of fecal bacteria during this phase showed a shift towards species associated with poor gut health. Okay, that makes sense. There were also problems with the low fiber scenario. The pill took a little more than 3 days to work its way out. It spent 13 hours in the stomach, 5.5 in the small intestines, and a whopping 54 in the colon. Holy crap. In fact, about 36 hours after tracking the pill, the man was giving a high dose of fiber to try to remove things along. Prior to that, the fiber intervention, H2 gas levels in the colon had plummeted, suggesting a drop-off in fermentation. It picked back up to 12 hours after the fiber treatment, the pill data showed. Last, the researchers recruited 4 more healthy patients to pass the pill. 2 ate a high fiber diet, though not quite as high as the last trial, while the remaining 2 ate low fiber diet. Gases billowed in their bowels with similar patterns seen in the earlier trials. In an accompanying, I can't speak right now, editorial, mechanical engineer Benjamin Terry of the University of Nebraska-Lincoln concluded that the capsules have remarkable potential to help us understand the functional aspects of the gut microbiome, its response to dietary changes, and its impact on health. It might not be too long before a routine healthcare visit involves a check of your vital signs and a request to swallow a tiny electronic monitoring device, he added.
Oh, that's really going to upset the conspiracy community.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They're going to be pissed. You know they're just gonna go home and be like, bulimia, I choose you.
Will they be pissed or will they be pooped? That's fuck it.
No,
that's
they'll
dumb.
vomit it back up before it ever comes out.
I respect your attempt, Addie, but I
couldn't
know
let
what
it
you're
go.
going for, but I don't know what the word is either.
I couldn't let it go. I should have let it go. But yeah, that's fucking wild, man.
Anyways, so Rimshee, you're one of our constitutionalist members of the panel here.
I think you should read this one though.
Oh, 1 second. Let me open another beer. It's what he would have wanted.
Yeah.
Document: a letter to a Royal Academy about farting by Benjamin Franklin, 1781. Gentlemen, I have perused your late mathematical prize question proposed in lieu of one in natural philosophy for the ensuing year, viz. Un figure quelconque donné en demande de inscrire le plus grand nombre de fois possible.
The fuck does that even mean?
What the upside down fuck?
It's a bunch of French.
Okay, Google, you're in.
I was glad to find by the following words, whatever, that you esteem utility as an essential point in your inquiries, which has not always been the case with all academies, and I conclude therefore that you have given this question instead of a philosophical, or as the learned express it, a physical one, because you could not at the time think of a physical one that promised greater utility. Permit me then humbly to propose one of that sort for your consideration, and through you, if you approve it, for the serious enquiry of learned physicians, chemists, and co. of this enlightened age. It is universally well known that in digesting our common food, there is created or produced in the bowels of human creatures a great quantity of wind. That the permitting this air to escape and mix with the atmosphere is usually offensive to the company from the fetid smell that accompanies it. That all well-bred people, therefore, to avoid giving such offense, forcibly restrain the efforts of nature to discharge that wind. That so restrained, contrary to nature, it not only gives frequently great present pain, but occasions future diseases, such as habitual colics, ruptures, tympanies, and such, often destructive of the constitution and sometimes of life itself. Were it not for the odiously offensive smell accompanying such escapes, polite people would probably be under no more restraint in discharging such wind in company than they are in spitting or in blowing their noses. My prize question, therefore, should be to discover some drug wholesome and not disagreeable to be mixed with our common food or sauces, that I shall render the natural discharges of winds from our body not only inoffensive, but agreeable as perfumes. He's making an argument to have good smelling, to make something to have good smelling farts. That this is not a commercial project, the altogether impossible may appear from these considerations that we already have some knowledge of means capable of varying that smell. He that dines on stale flesh, especially with much addition of onions, shall be able to afford a stink that no company can tolerate.
Oh my
While
god,
he that has lived
fucking
for some
hipster.
time on vegetables only shall have that breath so pure to be insensible to the most delicate noses.
Did
And
you just
even if
fucking
he-
refer
and
to
if
meat,
he-
to a meat-based dinner as dining on stale flesh? You
No, it's old cold
fucking
meat.
You
And,
hipster trash!
Old cold meter. It's old cold meter jerky.
I'm
He's using
angry.
flowery language. He's writing to a medical journal. What the fuck?
In France.
I'm angry now.
Yeah.
I want to travel back in time and give this motherfucker a wedgie.
He's talking about jerky.
It's fucking Ben Franklin. Give him a break.
Fuck Ben Franklin. He needs to go back to fucking bitches and doing drugs. That's the Ben Franklin.
No, he
I
was
want to
doing
remember.
that at this time.
that he was doing that while he was writing this, almost
Look.
guaranteed.
Look, he said.
Have you ever thought it was weird that there's so many black people with the last name Jefferson?
Whoa.
Or Franklin? Sorry.
Whoa.
Just saying. He was banging a lot of black bitches.
Just banging women left and right. It didn't matter.
Jables, I didn't realize that you were so deeply well read. That's a very, very astute observation that I never would have made. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of black people with the last name Washington as well.
Don't make the joke about black people being named Mercedes and Porsche. And
that has nothing to do with it. That's a more modern thing.
No. We're talking about last names.
There's a racist joke. I didn't make it up. There's a racist
It's
joke.
there. We're not making it. We're on Twitch.
Yeah.
We're on YouTube. It's free game. But we're on Twitch right now.
Yeah. So I won't say it. I don't support its joke. It's joke. But carry on.
Yeah. No, I don't think we need to go any further. I think we get the gist of it.
Yeah,
it's like
I think
science articles.
Should we save this next one for next week, or and skip over to Addie's next article? I think we should.
I want to read this article a lot. I find it fucking hilarious.
Let's
Addie, go.
Yeah, okay. All right, now that I see it up on the screen. Okay. 2 weeks after wedding, Imam discovers he married a man. A Ugandan Imam has been suspended for getting married to a fellow man. Wah wah.
Ultimate trap.
Whoops. According to Daily Monitor, a Ugandan online Sheikh Mohammed Mutumba of Kempisi Masjid Nur Mosque in Kayunga district tied the knot with his wife, Miss Swabula Nabakira, 2 weeks ago after they met in the same mosque. However, the couple, which had not had any sexual intercourse before marriage, no, they're not Christian.
Like good Muslims.
Yeah. Not had any sexual intercourse before marriage, also spent 2 weeks of their marriage without enjoying conjugal rights as the bride claimed she was in her menstruation periods. Oh. He got. Mr. Mutumba said after his wife claimed to be in her it says menses. Claimed to be in her menses, he became patient and waited for her to get better. There's nothing wrong with her. She's going through a natural cycle that all real women go through with their real vaginas that they definitely have. However, Nabakira's luck ran out after Mr. Mutumba's neighbor and his wife had jumped over a wall and stole their television set and clothes. Alright.
There's not much to say on this.
No breaks on this train. Mr. Mutumba rents a two-roomed house where they had been staying with Nabakira. However, the wall that separates the two rental rooms did not reach the iron sheets. The neighbor reported the case to Kayunga Police Station before detectives were dispatched to arrest Ms. Nabakira. It was when It was when he was been searched by a female officer that the suspect had stacked clothes in the bra to hoodwink that they were breasts. On further search, we discovered that the suspect had male genitals, said Mugera. Who the fuck is Mugera? I don't know. We haven't established that in the story yet. During interrogations, Nabikira revealed that his real name is Richard Tumushabe and that he duped Mutumba so as to get his money. He was charged with impersonation, theft, and obtaining goods by false pretense. These fucking transgenders, they're a fucking scourge to the LGBT community.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Got a regular Jessica Unive over here. Nuru Nabakira, Tumushabe's alleged aunt, was also arrested and admitted that Mutumba had paid dowry, including 2 goats, 2 bags of sugar, a carton of salt, and a Quran. She claimed that she did not know her niece was male as she got to know him when he was already an adult. I love you, Uganda. Never ever stop.
It's beautiful.
Shout out to my boys in Wakaliwood, by the way. The greatest film studio in all of the world, based out of Uganda. For those of you that don't know, look up Killed Captain Alex. Uganda is fucking amazing. I love Uganda so much, and I hope one day they get to join us in the first world.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank
Breaking
you,
down
peoples.
boundaries, and a mom gets to a man. That's
I'm so glad that Islam has become so progressive as to allow. Would it be a same-sex marriage? I mean, if they're
well, there
trans.
was no sex.
Hey, so it's a no sex. Hey, well, technically, it's all right under Islam on the technicality that there was no sex involved. It's a no-sex marriage. It's neither same-sex nor differing sex. It's a no-sex marriage.
Eat the poo-poo from Uganda, yes.
Oh my God. There's poison in the mind of the Western people because the homosexuals, they eat the poo-poo.
Yeah.
That's my favorite homophobic quote I've ever heard.
Yeah.
What-
They eat the poo-poo. They put it in their mouth.
As a gay man, my mind has been poisoned by depravity. The poo-poo.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ugandan bigot. Never changed.
Rimshee, you're the straight one here. You want to read the next article?
You know what? We should probably save that one for next time and move on to the squirrel. Looking at the time.
Oh, the fucking squirrel. Oh my God.
You ready, Jables?
Yeah, ready.
Hit it.
Go for it.
Okay. Bloodthirsty squirrel leaves two hospitalized neighbors hiding out during daytime. Yes. An unruly squirrel is defying Disney stereotypes by terrorizing one Houston neighborhood, according to KPRC TV. We usually don't go outside in the daytime because he comes out in the daytime, Charlene. The feral animal, who's anything but friendly, has even attacked some people, leaving them bloodied, bruised, and in need of stitches. When I stepped outside the door, he leaped on me and bit my arm. I pulled him off and threw him to the ground. He tried to get in the house, said French Amasquita.
I just want to imagine, I just want to imagine a suburban white mom just like helping her son out to the bus stop when the bus pulls up in like full fucking riot gear because of a fucking squirrel.
Like, it's not hard. If you pull him off with your hand, you've got him in your hand. Get your pistol, because you're in Texas, and use it!
They got a big fluffy tail. Just flail him into the concrete, dude.
I couldn't get in the house because he came back. He bit this leg. She has stitches, bite marks to prove it. The squirrel also attacked Katie Herrera, who lives in the Bridgeland Shores neighborhood. It's scary, Herrera said. I'm just very grateful that it actually attacked me and not my children.
bad for these people.
contacted animal control and Texas Parks and Wildlife. They were told until someone traps the squirrel, they can't move it.
Fucking idiots are the best. Oh my god.
What the fuck?
A whole neighborhood is
They
terror-stricken
need a holy
lockdown.
hand grenade. They need a holy hand grenade.
I love the picture of a squirrel that they have up on there. It's just like look at that squirrel picture. It's fucking perfect for this.
He's like menacing from behind a tree, just like, "Fuck you doing? You checking the mail? Not on my watch, bitch."
Yeah. Well, no. It even has a little subline. This is a photo of the actual squirrel terrorizing an entire neighborhood in Houston. Credit Getty Images.
Fucking god. How the fuck are you such a weak-willed person that you can't fight a squirrel?
You live in Texas.
You have guns.
You wait till it comes up to attack you and you fucking step on it.
If it flies at you and attacks you from above, you grab it off of you and you don't let go because you've got it by the back. It can't get you at that point.
Oh god. If you can open a pickle jar, you can squeeze a fucking squirrel to death. I'm just saying. Okay, all right.
The squirrel only attacks women.
I fucking love animals, but wild animals that attack me are not the same as like a Twitch streamer spitting vodka into their cat's mouth. Okay, fucking if I get attacked by a wild animal, I'm defending myself, and it's that animal or me. And if I'm bigger than that animal, it's me.
Yeah, I had to kill a duck once.
Yeah. I fucking hate deer and I fucking hate geese because I live in an area where I've seen geese attack innocent fucking dogs and chase little kids around the park, right? And I've watched their weak as fuck parents just try to be, oh no, and try to shoo the goose away and then run away with their kids. No, you put your kid safely in your car and you go out for fucking blood. You take that fucking
machete that you bought off of a random guy on the street, and you kill that goose.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah. This is really funny, but time it's upsetting. Like, it's really funny that an entire neighborhood is like trapped in the grip of terror because of a fucking squirrel. But it's also really sad for that exact same reason.
I just realized that my mic has been muted.
No,
I had some great commentary for
this. Oh my god, dude, you got the best fucking takes.
Yeah.
All right. So like this squirrel, right? I mean, like all you need is like a toilet plunger or a rake or something. You can just go out there and plunger that fucker to death. You don't even need the plunger. You can use the toilet brush.
Yeah. If you're a good suburban housewife, you have the tools at your disposal.
Rubber gloves,
bleach. Definitely like a meat tenderizer or a potato masher.
Do you have a tarp?
No. Let's not even go that far. High-heeled shoe.
Right through that little fucker's skull.
You're literally wearing them.
Yeah.
Just
take
it off real quick. Do a little stab.
Go into your nicely appointed fucking living room and grab the fucking throw blanket off the back of your fucking expensive sofa. Toss it over that motherfucker and just start stomping.
Now, are they sure it's a male squirrel? Like, what if it's a female squirrel in heat and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna get you. You're mine. Oh yeah,
bitch! You're not better than me.
I think it's a male. I think it's a male squirrel that's been slighted by too many female squirrels, so it starts attacking female humans.
So he's a squirrel incel.
Yeah, he's tired of all the Stacy's.
That's the narrative I want to go with. Yeah.
This is my favorite episode we've ever done.
A good one.
Tired of all the Stacy's.
Fucking squirrel incel. I can't. Y'all are wild, and I can't keep up.
No.
Oh my god.
Oh god, I had some other gems, but I totally forgot
wait,
them.
no,
I looked at my mic and the
Larry's got
mic
it.
was.
Hold on, Larry's got it. Squint cell.
Oh my god.
Oh, holy fuck. How? In Texas, of all places.
You know what we should have called this one in the comment or in the description of the episode? We should have called this one Local Squirrel Pledges Allegiance to ISIS.
It's too pretty.
It's a little too spicy maybe for YouTube.
Yeah. Well, I don't really care. Like, our YouTube channel can go away. It's just an archive channel at this point.
Yeah. It's just nice having it there instead of all the episodes saved on my computer. Although, to be fair, if it wasn't an archive site, I wouldn't be recording them either.
Yeah.
Oh, pardon.
Yeah, we'll make a new channel. It's good to have the archives. Some people watch them.
Yeah, like 2 people per episode.
Yeah, it's my mom and my sister.
I sure as hell know I don't watch those.
Guys, when we play out, Canuck sent me a relevant
Damn it,
song.
that female squirrel stole my nuts.
Let me just post this up in live show. Can we play out with this tune?
Maybe.
What do you mean maybe?
Let me. I'll check if Rimshee will take the next one.
Yeah, I'll take the next one. Which one are we going with? The old one or the onion?
Let's go with the onion, the new one.
All right. Ex-CIA agent Valerie Plame releases campaign video depicting her torturing voters. Santa Fe, New Mexico. Announcing her intent to run as a Democrat for New Mexico's 3rd Congressional District, former CIA agent and author Valerie Plame released a campaign video Monday in which she is shown using the skills she has learned as a spy to torture voters. Hi, my name is Valerie Plame, and I want to put my specialized CIA training to work for the American people, said Plame in the video, which showed her smiling with a diverse group of potential voters before zip-tying their wrists, covering their heads with a bag, and locking them in the trunk of a black Chevy Camaro. Whether I'm fighting to secure infrastructure funding, working to improve healthcare, or rounding up our most suspicious residents and simulating their drowning, I will stop at nothing to protect New Mexico families. I've got a few scores to settle, and that's why I'm asking for your vote. As the video closes, Plame was seen in a local diner beating a 70-year-old man within an inch of his life after having deprived him of sleep and water for days.
Very cool.
Yeah. That's what winners do. They demand that they win.
What? Yes, this is satire.
This actually happened. No, Scup, this actually happened.
Yeah, no, yeah.
My God, where am I these days? I don't even know. Like, if this is, I should have seen this.
Yeah. No, it's a satire article. It caught my attention because I thought it was real for a minute. I was like, oh shit. And I was telling Rimshee before anybody else showed up, like, I really wish the Onion would have taken the time to make this campaign video.
And I don't blame him.
Yeah.
Like, that would have been fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
Awesome dead air. This is great.
Oh yeah, so much dead air.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I've just laughed so much tonight during this episode.
Yeah.
Had a lot of really good articles. There's only 2 that we didn't cover.
Yeah.
Well, Jables, because I know you're fishing for a
Well,
compliment.
3.
Thank you very much for your hard work. Literally everyone we read was a fucking banger.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Thank the internet. Actually, I found everything pretty quickly this week, so I wasn't as salty as I was last week.
Thank you, internet.
Well, last week we had a bunch of shit that just went wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then my total lack of turning off my filter, or rather putting my filter on for friends. I was being very, very quiet, and I wasn't adding much to any conversation that was going. And Jables called me out on it, and my response was, "Well, if you got more interesting articles," which is rich coming from someone who has never, ever, 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 ever added it to the show. So
Yeah.
I want to take a moment to publicly apologize to Jables for my rudeness and thank him for his hard work. Because it certainly isn't by any effort of mine that the show is anywhere near as successful that it is.
You're funny. You got that going for you.
Yeah. Rimshee, however, can go fuck himself. I don't know why he's even here.
Hey.
Can we just replace Rimshee with Scupper?
Scupper's on the road too much.
I
Can't
don't
do
know if
that.
that's a good idea.
I don't know.
Sometimes they get angry at me and they shove me in dark places where I can't talk or use the phone, so it won't work.
Sounds like a good weekend for me.
No, it usually involves lots of work.
Nick's
so
awake, right?
We're gonna. Yeah, the show's right now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So we're gonna do this little play out song and then start a raid and then yeah.
Well, we're gonna.
See you next week.
Hold on, I'm having issues over here because it's not showing he's live.
Why aren't you having issues?
I don't know. Twitch.
Anyway, everybody,
Yeah,
I'd just like to say I love you all.
That's
gay.
a lie.
Love you too, Scupper.
Thanks, Jables.
Yeah.
There we
I'm
go.
the nice one. Didn't you know?
All right, we're starting the raid. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.
Love ya.
It's 5 seconds left.
Yeah, lots of parts.
You'll love our new missiles with Polaris.
This is a sad fucking song. We'll be lucky if I don't bust out crying. How does it feel? Your nightlife and your curling iron. metaphor. Goddamn, this is real.